Hi, it's me. Not doing the greatest. It's taken me a bit even get this far. So you have to bear with me. I have something personal to share. This video is about how our mental health can sometimes be our own worst enemy. I'm really fighting my brain right now because it doesn't want me to say these things. Why? Survival. Because when you admit something out loud, it becomes real. So a lot of you are aware of my son, and I'm not really sure how to start this or even how to talk about it. So he was in pain last night, and let me just start off by saying, not a good mom. Sorry, I really need to just do this. Not a good mom, but not a good mom either. It's tricky. Anyway, so it's important to go see a dentist, especially for kids, right? Well, not especially for kids, but for kids as well. But Benji came to me last night. His mouth was in pain. And sorry, this is not easy to talk about. It's one thing to talk about like somebody else going through this. It's another thing from talk about ourselves. Long story short, I have not taken care of his dental hygiene. Just haven't. My brain has detached me from it for as much as I would know that it was something that needed to be done. And even when his brothers would remind him and even remind me, I would nod my head, yes, you're right, but still not do it. Why? Okay, so besides the idea that the brain's detaching from it, and as selfish as it may sound, I know there's a lot of parents out there that are like, how could you? Well, depression can be very debilitating. And it can make us very selfish. And when I say that, I mean just it's very consuming in the mind and can make us outwardly very selfish. Are his teeth my problem? Before you answer as a parent, you have to answer as an individual, because that is how the brain, when it goes down to its very base form of selfishness, that is how it answers. No. His teeth have nothing to do with my survival. That being said, I am taking care of him. I am pushed for the brushing of the teeth, flossing of the teeth. I mean, here and there, off and on. Yeah, but not really. And And here's one of the worst things. I haven't taken him to a dentist ever. I think he saw someone at school at one point. You know, they have someone come into the school, a dental office. I don't know exactly how it works. I think they just take a look at him. But I have never put him in a dentist's office before. Taken him to one. Now, I know why. I know what reasoning my brain is using. You become friends with your brain and it starts telling you things. Because years ago, when I was at the dentist and I said something about, my son, and they said, oh, well, we don't see them till he's 12. Now, that's a fact in the head now. And so it can be used for you or against you. Because the truth is that dentist's office does not see children until 12. But that does not mean that children should not be seen until 12. But my brain was able to use that information as a way of saying, it's not time yet. Otherwise, there has to be some kind of an indicator as to when it's time to do something. Just like how you have difficulty showering sometimes and doing other things. You think you're a big procrastinator. There's a reason why. Because there hasn't been an indicator. Now, whereas I'm hoping I don't have to go with the extreme indicator, whereas he's actually lost his teeth or, something major, I'm hoping I can go with this little indicator that happened last night. He's been actually not complaining, but he's been messing with that area of his mouth for a while now. He just gets his nail and just starts messing with it. I don't know. And I didn't pay attention to it. Why? Because did I need to? No. So I just didn't think anything of it till last night. He started crying in pain and I gave him medicine. And he still mumbled in his sleep. I woke up this morning at like 5 in the morning. And I had this thought that he was dead. That it had been, an abscess. And it got to him. And I walked over to his bed, thinking I'm going to find him cold. Luckily, I didn't even have to mess with him. He moved in his sleep. But I'm going to try and use that indicator to do something. I'm really hoping that that'll work as an indicator. I also haven't pushed for him drinking milk too, because there's been so much things about dairy being bad for you. And orange juice has issues too. And oh my gosh, see how all of a sudden things in the world, things that people are talking about on media, right? Their opinions are now suddenly becoming facts that we actually use to make decisions with. So I don't feed my son orange juice, and I don't feed him milk. Every once in a while orange juice, but rarely milk. Growing up as a kid, that was a huge building block for all kids. All the rest of my kids, same thing. But not this one. And why? Because dairy's bad for you now. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow they say vitamin C itself is bad, or calcium itself is bad, or... The brain can work forwards, and it can work backwards. Anyway,